We're live.
We are live.
So, due to weather conditions, we have had to relocate a little bit today for this episode of The Lookout. My glasses have mad water on them. A bunch of droplets and stuff. You know what I mean?
It's nice as fuck out, though.
Yeah, it's kind of.
With a little bit of frostbite.
What do you mean by, like, nice, dude? Like, if you were out and you had your nipples out, bro, it would be cold, dude.
I feel like it's easy to see my nipples right now.
Definitely, I've got layers on, so you can't see my nipples. But
my nipples is going through 3 layers right now.
3 layers?
Yeah, I could crack rocks with these bitches.
No, they're not.
It's right under that tent, you see.
Stop
right there.
capping.
Caps.
Yeah, I got pasties on, so you can't see mine. They should have pasties, but where you can see the nipple through the pasty.
Like nipple shirts?
Yeah, but like nipple pasties.
Nipple pasties.
Yeah.
That sounds like some, like, what the fuck is that? Some OnlyFans shit. That's like an OnlyFans clothing line right there.
It's just like where you don't want to look naked, but you can see your nipples.
So you might as well just be fucking naked.
I mean, yeah, but like...
You're a freak. That's
what do you
are.
mean? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm a very wholesome man, actually.
Those are the freakiest ones.
That's not true.
Weren't you just telling me about
Yeah.
Weren't you just telling me about some action people do in a certain type of religious background when they were
Mormons?
3 people? Yeah.
They're soaking.
Yeah. Soaking. Soaking.
If you don't want to know what soaking is, it's where it's like it's a bunk bed situation. So, all right, the 2 people, there's 3 participating parties, but the 2 main participating parties are on the bed. There's insertion, and then one person is at the bottom because they're not allowed to have sex. You know what I mean? So they take their feet, fucking kick them up. Then it's not, that's not like in the eyes of the Lord. That's like good.
So they all have clothes on?
No. Well, I think in that moment, maybe they just have like skirts on and stuff.
So
and a dress shirt.
There is penetration?
I mean, there would have to be. They call it soaking because you don't move around, apparently.
Somebody moves for you.
Yeah, somebody moves you for you.
So you have to be a professional soaker.
So you could be a professional soaker.
Because, like, what if you just horse kick somebody and, like,
they fly off and it's all, they get
somebody's uterus.
Somebody gets a black eye or something, or your wiener snaps.
See, that's unprofessional soaker right there.
Okay, so this episode of The Lookout, we are here with
Scotty North. Talk about soaking.
What an intro that was. That was awesome. I'm so happy. Sick. I don't know what time is it because I want to make sure I stay on the times. We got so much time, dude. I love doing these. What the fuck? Where'd that come from, dude?
I told you I had alcohol. It's Friday, buddy. Not an alcoholic. I'm just thirsty right now.
Same. I mean, I definitely drank some stuff at the bar, but it wasn't alcohol.
What the fuck you doing at the bar then?
Sometimes you just want to drink something,
Alcohol.
Yeah, actually though, but I'm trying to chill out on all of that stuff. I just went grocery shopping. I spent $80 on groceries. Hopefully it lasts me 10 days. If it can last me 10 days, that's under $10 a day that I spent on food. And recently I've been spending $40 a day on food. Dude.
What the fuck you been buying?
Fish fries and salads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
dude.
we got your money.
No, I mean, no. I don't have money like that to be supporting that. That's why I got mad eggs and like spinach and broccoli and ground beef. And I got 1 steak to treat myself.
Ooh, what
tonight,
kind of
though?
steak
I got, it was kind of like a thin sliced sirloin. You know how they have the half sirloins at Wegmans? I don't know. I mean, if you're not from upstate New York or like just the eastern side, you might not know what Wegmans is. But like, it's great store. It's a little expensive, but it's half sirloin. I was thinking about getting a ribeye, but I was like, I'm not. My budget ain't that right now.
So, I'm what you consider a big back. So, give me that queen size motherfucking steak. You know what I'm saying? I need some fat on that bitch.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
I need to drop the steak on the plate and the plate crack a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
They should have a movie called Big Back Mountain.
Big Back Mountain. So you want 2 gay motherfuckers fucking there.
It doesn't need to be gay, first of all. It can be like just 2 big boys, 2 big Southern boys just cooking.
And having sex.
No.
That's the whole point of Brokeback Mountain, because he broke that ass.
The reason why we're not doing Brokeback, we're doing Big Back, is because they're just cooking for like, they just cook for like a month in the mountains. Yep.
Okay.
And they're like, Jim, what would you think if I threw 2 whole onions in the pot? And he'd be like, Jeffrey, I think that's a great idea. And it's just that, just for like a month.
Jeffrey gonna be like, the whole point I came up here alone and I left my wife and you left your wife down there wasn't to cook. I'm trying to cook that ass.
Oh,
that's what
man.
he's gonna say.
Well, I hope he doesn't say that.
Oh, yes, he is.
I mean, whatever. He can say it if he wants to.
They some nasty bastards.
I'm an inclusive type of person. You know what I mean? You can, if they want to be big backs and broke backs, they can do both at the same time. You know what I mean? Hybrid. Yep. Yeah. I got a question actually for you. Mm-hmm. What do you do? I asked a general question because I want to know generally. Even bullet points. Hit me. Everything. Yep.
I think the first thing I would have to say is survive. There's moments of times where I'm having a healthy amount of financials coming in, and then like I love taking risks. Sometimes I'll take a risk and all that motherfucking shit will be gone. But I make sure I have enough for my children and my wife, rent and all that and everything. Everything outside of that, kind of gamble. So what I do is I have a cleaning business called Original Touch Cleaning Restoration Services. Mm-hmm. I have that. And then my pride and joy is Kush Camp.
Yep.
So I've been doing that ever since I was younger.
By the way, we're in New York. It's legal here.
And why?
I'm going to put that ahead of it and behind it because, some people, I remember on Snapchat, when even though it's legal in New York, if you back in the day when you put a picture of some marijuana on Snapchat, they just delete your account.
Oh, wow.
You might have your account for 7 years like me, and they'll just delete it. All the memories and everything just gone.
That's
Friends
what happened
gone.
to you?
That happened to me, yeah.
Wow.
I had to restart
like
a couple times.
Should have sued their ass.
Yeah.
Should have been like, it's not even marijuana. It was actually CBD.
Yeah, that's true. It's actually, I don't even know what it was. This guy on the street gave it to me.
Oh.
What? You don't have people on the street just give you things?
Yeah, and then I wake up and I lost a kidney.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your butthole's just wide open.
The world would burn. I would kill everything.
Yeah. Where is that guy? It's just a hunt for that dude. You know what did happen though? Actually, is I got robbed by this dude, this homeless dude who's like this tall. Dude.
You got robbed by a half midget?
Yeah. Well, here's a half midget's crazy. He looked like Kevin Hart kind of, but if he was skinny.
It's a half
and
midget.
The crack lips. He actually had the Dave Chappelle crack lips. I'm telling you right now.
Wow.
He was talking to me. I was being nice, and then he looked at my pocket, and my phone was hanging out of my pocket. And I was like, kind of like you could see it, and I was like, what's going on here? And then he snatched it out of my pocket. Yeah. And then he backed up and he went like this with it. Like he's about to throw it on the ground. I'm like, why'd you even steal it from me then?
If you gotta throw it on the ground.
Yeah, but then I'm afraid he's gonna stab me because obviously he's not in his right mind. He wasn't even talking like.
Always say like, look, you gave me back my phone. I'll give you the drugs in my pocket.
Yeah, I didn't have any.
So?
Yeah, that's true.
He would know. He'd be like, really?
I should have just slammed him on his head because I saw him later. When I had my car back, and he freaking pounded on my window and was like trying to intimidate me. But he's like this tall, bro. I just
should have ran his ass over.
I was thinking about it. I also did see him driving in the most hoopty. Like it looked like like a burned out vehicle. It looked like a burned out vehicle, but with a good wheels.
He would have got shotty.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I'm a man of not really the Lord, but I am a man of the Lord in the fact that I want to have like good. I don't want violence.
Understandable,
homeless
but
people.
I'm not. I had a religious background. I will say that. Started out in the Baptist church growing up.
Yep.
But back in that back pew, I kind of started reading the Bible a little bit, and the Old Testament.
It's crazy.
A lot of people got killed.
Didn't they have the Deuteronomy? Is Deuteronomy in the Old Testament?
Yep. God ordered a lot of people to get got.
If you get got by God, then you got by God.
How you know if you got got by God? You got
smoked if they smite you.
Smite?
Yeah, if they smite you. Yeah. If
Can you even say that to somebody nowadays? I'm gonna
smite you. Watch me, I'm gonna smite ya.
That sounds like you get a ticket for saying that shit.
Did you say that to a cop? If you give me a ticket, I swear I will smite you down with the Lord. And then they shoot you.
You know what would happen to me if I say that to somebody?
What?
They're gonna commit me, and then they're gonna call CPS and take my kids away.
No, they won't.
Oh yes, they will.
They so they're gonna smite
Their
them?
dad said he's gonna smite me. These kids are not safe.
They'd just be like, I think this guy was raised Catholic or something.
And then my son, he loves dinosaurs, so he already does the dinosaur roar. And then my daughter is like a future like Hall of Fame MMA fighter. So it just all coincides with each other, and then they're gonna be like,
She be fighting and stuff?
"Oh, she got hands.
She be punching you.
She attempts to."
You'd be like Neo.
Sometimes, but she's pretty quick
Oh dang.
for a 3-year-old. She's pretty quick.
3-year-old punching this shit.
She's pretty quick.
Get her in jujitsu, man.
I actually signed her up for ballet.
Yep.
And then we signed them both up for karate.
That's awesome.
So
That's
she'll have the
wonderful.
footwork with ballet, and then the karate will just throw in that extra.
I'm not gonna
whoop
lie.
your
With,
ass.
with females, I think jujitsu is the best way because they're flexible and like you don't need too much strength to choke somebody till they die. You know what I mean?
I really want them to learn Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Yeah.
Oh, that's violent, dude.
I want them. So what my plan is for them to do karate, get into it, and then I think Rain's gonna like it a lot. So then I'm gonna get her into like minor Krav Maga, and then I'm gonna get her into the Jeet Kune Do.
Jeet Kune Do. What the heck is that? Why do you even know what that is?
That's Bruce Lee's style.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck motherfuckers up.
Yep.
I know wushu. I know wushu and boxing.
I don't know anything about that. I did
Wushu
karate for 4 years when
is
I
a
was 4.
female created
Yeah.
fighting style where you use somebody's defense as your offense, or you use somebody's offense.
Is
your
your defense?
Yes.
I don't know. I might just grab somebody by the nuts if they're really menacing me. Like I'm gonna go there.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
But then they go there too.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
I'm afraid though.
Fight fair.
Well, if you get to that point, then and you go there, they're gonna go there too, probably.
They ain't
If
gonna
go
be
there,
able to.
I'm going there.
They ain't gonna be able to. They're gonna be puking.
I'll bite that shit off, bro.
I'm not gonna get that. They're not gonna get that close.
I'll play. Okay, more actual questions. So
Yeah.
I know you are a musician.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you travel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You have a band
I have a group.
group.
Yeah, called Crush.
Explain.
Crush stands for Continue Ruling Until Something Happens.
Okay.
And that group comprises of The Outsider, and AD, and myself, Scotty. And it was actually The Outsider who actually came up with the name because he had a former group called Crush.
Keep talking.
but They didn't, they wasn't us. They didn't have our flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Flavor.
Yeah. So
What does that mean?
that's really what that is, huh?
What type of flavor is it? Chocolate?
Nah, man, it's like well, we are 3 types of chocolate, yes,
Yeah.
for the females out there.
Whatever you want,
but
milk chocolate,
I'm off the
dark
market.
chocolate.
Sorry.
Yup.
Check the ring, bitch.
I kind of wear one too.
He's not off the market.
I'm not
though.
married, but like, I kind of am, but not really. I'm married to the idea of being married.
Oh,
Right?
A Mormon girl?
No,
Oh, okay.
you know my girlfriend. What the? Chill, bro.
I didn't know she was Mormon or not.
She's not.
Could have met her at the chapel.
Sounding like Courage the Cowardly Dog over here.
You know what I'm saying? I never know. You know.
I mean, you do never know. You never know. I try and use it as a deterrent. I don't know if it works as a deterrent or not.
that you're Mormon?
No, wearing something.
Oh no! It's not a
I
deterrent
feel like
at
it's
all.
actually the opposite.
It is the opposite.
Like, you know, people feel comfortable around you.
No, females like to have stuff that they can't have.
Yeah.
But if you're, from what I've seen with my single friends, is they kind of give them some attention, but they know that other women like are looking at them. But men like me, when I'm just shopping with the wifey, with the 2 seedlets.
Seedlets.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh my God, I wish I could have that. I'm not looking at you, bitch. First
Yeah.
of all, my wife is crazy and I love it.
Yeah.
And she's a nurse, so she could do something to me and fix it and nobody will know. No.
What does that mean?
You don't want to know.
Are you okay? I know your wife. She's a very nice lady.
She is.
She's good.
She is. She's
Yep.
nice. She's my type of. She's my type of lovely.
Yep.
My type of flower.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. That's why
Nice
I got her
wording. I
pregnant
like
again.
Yeah. You did it again?
Yeah, she's pregnant again. There's a third on the way.
You and AD just be like,
I have strong sperm.
y'all have superior sperm. You know what's crazy? I'm surprised I've never gotten anybody pregnant or even had like a legitimate like.
You
know
might
what I
have
mean?
babies out there.
I don't.
You don't know.
I know I don't.
You don't know.
I do know
How do you know?
because I know.
How many
Because
times have you? How many times have you just let it go? You just. I'm talking about like. I'm talking.
Not
about,
often.
I'm not talking about let it go.
I don't
I'm talking
just let
about
it
like
go.
frozen, like let it go. Like your sung, lightning, bam.
Like I was like, "Ah!"
Yeah. And
Not that often.
your DNA went to another motherfucker.
Literally the only time. I don't even want to blow my spot up like this, but I will. I had a girlfriend in college. That was different because of contraception. And then literally that was the only other time. That's like 8 years ago. And then, you know, my lady now. But there's also contraception involved.
It's been 8 years since you bust a nut in another girl. In a girl.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't do that.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, I don't do that. I'm just saying, like, I'm not just like out here just like slinging webs like Spider-Man. You know, what I mean? I'm not doing that. You feel me? That ain't me. I'm not Peter Parker. Nope. I'm more like what's the dude from the Daily Bugle?
You're more like a Venom.
Jameson. What is his name?
Just wear it.
I don't even know. He's like, where's Spider-Man?
Oh, you're talking about the old dude that just be talking shit about him?
Yeah, dude. That dude from Whiplash. I've been seeing a whole bunch of shorts about Whiplash, and he's just like, he's a crazy actor because like he plays that character so good of like being a jerk. He's just a huge jerk all the time.
What's up?
No. I'm telling you, I remember I had a few drinks at the bar that aren't alcoholic.
You know, that's signs of serial killerism.
What do you mean by that?
Nobody goes to the bar and don't drink. You gotta at least get like,
But they're
a
not
beer.
alcoholic.
ah,
So yeah, I enjoy a good ginger beer.
I'm drinking at the motherfucking bar. You guarantee I got
Sometimes I will. I don't know. I've been just thinking about. I was been thinking about my fiscal responsibilities. You know what I mean?
Understandable.
Yep. I don't know. It's just.
You want to be able to piss right and not fall. I don't get drunk at the bar.
Yep.
I get drunk at home. I'll drink in public, but I don't get drunk in public.
You get drunk at home?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Could you imagine if me, you, and AD got drunk? There'd be some bullshit going on.
I'm comfortable drinking around you guys.
We went to that was what we went to. Did we go to Atlanta?
Yep.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I did. Yup. AD had a great time.
Oh yeah.
He had an amazing time. He had a fun time. He did a lot. He worked really hard.
in August.
I'm thinking I would like to go, but I probably might be a good idea now. You know, if I could bring an extra camera and there would be 2 camera people.
And then August 9th, all you can smoke event. That's gonna be in Rochester. You can see it on Eventbrite. It'll be available in a couple days.
Yep. If you don't know, it's the Green Lounge. If you're watching this video, you probably know about the Green Lounge. You just poured one out for the homies.
No, I poured that one out for all you can smoke.
Yeah, for everybody who smokes.
Anybody that's deceased on my side or my history,
Yep.
they're all smokers.
That sounds like bad, dude.
Nah.
Nah. Are they okay? What did they do? What happened?
You know, some died of natural causes, some died of self-inflicted causes, and some died for dumb reasons.
I understand that. I mean, it makes sense to me.
This is the way I live.
Yo, check this out. I think I told you. I already told you this on the phone, but I want to say it again. So I do sales, and I was working, and I greeted. It's called DoorDazzle. I DoorDazzled this lady. I said, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Joe. How can I help you today?" Yeah, you meet him at the door, and then
a gigolo?
No, I might be a gigolo for my company, kind of. If what I'm selling
Selling that V.
No, if what I'm selling is phones, no.
The V.
Actually, you're right. I am selling the V.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But they walked in and they said, "You smell delicious." And then, 10 seconds later, they said, "Your hair looks crunchy."
Crunchy.
Yeah.
Like crunchy?
Crunchy.
She put a k in it, or
She said
just
crunchy. Looks crunchy. You get your hair's crunchy.
this is a
She said, I don't know about that hair. It's crunchy.
was
But you
this
smell
a
great.
Caucasian individual?
Yep.
Like how Caucasian?
Like,
Like Peter Griffin Caucasian?
No.
Or like-
I got you on a good one. Like slot machine, 450 pound. Marlboro smoker.
Oh, that's Caucasian overload.
Yeah, it's very
Caucasian overload.
You already know if it's Marlboros, it's different.
Caucasian overload.
Marlboros are like the white people's Newports.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
They
it
make
is.
them just for
Yeah.
them.
Yep.
Wow.
It's called cowboy killers.
And she said you had crunchy
Crunchy
hair.
hair. She's like, oh, you smell delicious. That hair though, he's crunchy.
Bitch,
like,
I
yo.
deserve a tip for that.
That was crazy. Yo, like I'm gonna, is that racist?
I don't know if she's a cannibal or if she's being racist or she was trying to upset on you.
I'm not gonna lie. Being in sales is a melanated person is tough depending on the area you're in. Like, let's say if I was to go a little bit west right now, if I was to go into like the Kendall area or the Bergen area, I wouldn't do well.
You would definitely have babies out there though.
I would have babies, but I wouldn't do well at my job because all the people who were spending money are like old white dudes would be like, yeah.
Now if you went to Greece,
If I went to Greece, yeah, exactly. I was thinking about going to Ridge Road,
you
East Ridge Road too. by the way.
flourish.
I would do fantastic at East Ridge. I would clean up at East Ridge Road.
You would do phenomenal.
Yes, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I
And
feel-
other motherfuckers will still call him crunchy hair.
Yeah, they'd be like, no, they'd probably be like, if I was on East Ridge Road, they'd probably be like, I know somebody who could do your braids.
You should have told her to elaborate on that one.
Could you elaborate? He was talking crap about my ends. I'm like, damn, lady, like, do you know how much you weigh, dude? What do you mean?
With your
Freaking
three
thick.
belly button
She
having
walking
ass.
like, and my hair is crunchy.
Word.
Yeah, what's the insult that somebody's given you that gave you pause? You're like, if you can remember.
When I had helped this elderly lady when I was in LB in New York when I was younger, and I picked something up that from in front of her door and gave it to her, and she was, oh, somebody's out here being
Screaming.
Oh,
Whoa.
somebody got shot with an arrow, but yeah, I helped her out with some shit, her old ass, and she was like, don't touch that, you porch monkey. So
Wait, actually?
yeah, so
What?
the thing I was flabbergasted about, was like, bitch, you don't even have a porch. So I can't be a monkey on no porch. So why'd you call me a porch monkey? And then two,
that's racist.
I'm like, what is a porch monkey? So I asked her, I was like, because I had no idea what that meant. I thought she was being old and that was some type of term,
Shoot
but
up.
I heard monkey. So I was like, okay, it's gotta be racist. So I was like, why'd you call me that? And she was like, what else am I supposed to call you? And I'm like, you didn't have to call me anything. You could have just said thank you. And then she was like, oh, get the fuck off my porch. So what I was handing to her was like a newspaper. So what I did was I put it in an even bigger puddle. And then I was like, good luck reading the wet words. And then she was like, you son of a bitch, you stupid nigga, da da da. And I was like, okay. And then years later, I ended up going to school with her daughter, graduating with her daughter, and her daughter has babies with black men. So that's what I call karma.
she rebelled. That's what happens.
Right.
Hey, if you're exceedingly racist, your daughter's gonna have babies with black people. So
Yep.
remember, contain your racism if you want to continue to be
Contain
racist.
their racism because you will be on your deathbed and be surrounded by us.
If you want to be racist, just don't be racist. That's what you got to do. If you want to be racist, you have to not be racist. You got to be a little bit more subtle.
I'm noticing some people can't help it because they don't know what else to be. Some people don't even know why they're racist. It's just embedded in them. It's just like,
my father told me about the N-words.
yeah, so I think that's normal until
Is it though?
you see those white guys that end up dating a black woman and then they change their whole wardrobe and shit and everything.
I love that.
And then they be like, they go from being like, dude, to being like, what's good?
What's good?
And you be like,
Give you the edge up.
what happened, Bob.
They be doing the super light skin face.
You know what I'm saying?
The white
I
skin
changed
face.
my life. I changed my life. Jasmine, she changed my life. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
Hillary.
Yeah. Now I got good soul food at the house.
Word.
Yeah. My girl cook for me every day.
Word.
It's
Fuck
not
you.
meatloaf.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, check this out. My girl cook ribs and homemade mac and cheese.
My last girlfriend just took the noodles out of the packet, put cheese, shredded cheese on them, put it in the microwave, and said it was homemade. I upgraded.
Yeah. My girlfriend used to get Taco Bell. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I get Taco Bell too, so whatever. Well, I actually haven't gotten Taco Bell in probably over
Can I ask you a question?
months. Yeah.
What got you into this?
That's actually a very interesting question. So
Ding, ding, ding.
hear me out. I've been through a lot of phases of my life. This is a good one. But once upon a time, your boy did not have a place to live or a roof over his head, you know? And I had a laptop, and I was just making music on the laptop and recording people. And then, you know, things happened, and I was, you know, left without that. I didn't know where it was. I didn't have a place to stay. I only have my phone. So I was like, how do I be creative in a different way? And I was like, you know, I think I'll just take videos and do because they had shows at the place called the Space on Exchange. You've been there, I believe. Yep. And so I just started doing event recaps and stuff and editing them together and doing vlogs because I only had my phone and I was making music on my phone, but it was just easier to do videos. So I turned that into doing interviews at Art Jam, which is an event at Boulder Cafe. Definitely should go every first Friday of the month. Z is a fantastic event organizer.
She's the one that wears the strawberries. She's awesome. She's funny as fuck.
They are the one that wears the strawberries.
Oh, right.
Yep. But that's just being, I'm being polite, obviously, because Z is actually awesome. So
they are actually awesome.
Yes. Good job, dude. Yeah, dude. But yeah, I mean that's kind of how I got into doing interviews and stuff, and then I was doing videography before that, and I'm just combining everything right now. The music stuff, I used to make music. Not used to. I still make music, but I just don't put it out there anymore like that.
Why?
I just got so much going on. How do you if I walk up to you? How do I tell you everything that I do within 20 seconds?
Rap it.
Well, I mean, I could say I do interviews, I do event recaps, I do sometimes event organizing to an extent, not really. I do vlogs, I do music videos.
Hi, I'm King Will. I do interviews. I got a media team. Hey, what do you do? Would you like me to do an interview? Me could be me and you or your boo. I do music too. Can we do a song? I know it's okay, sing along. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I'm chilling at the V while I'm selling a V. That's me.
Yeah, I'm cutting that specific part out. I like that. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Holy moly. But yeah, it's just hard to say everything. Most people stick to one thing, but I'm doing everything. So
yeah, that's called a super entrepreneur. Don't even get time to change your drawers.
Well, yeah, that's actually kind of true sometimes.
It is true.
Yep. Sometimes I wear the same underwear.
Sometimes you gotta just get a wipe real quick, wipe your ass.
Yep.
And then keep pushing.
I'll scrub my ass, but I'll put it back in the same underwear.
There you go.
Yep. I hit it with a.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hit it with a.
Long and ain't too many stains up in there.
What is it? Don't we do this one? Put it back.
Oh, you floss?
Yeah, I floss my ass.
Oh,
the washcloth. I got my own ass washcloth.
Ass flossing washcloth.
That's
too close for OnlyFans you done made up in this interview so far.
Wow.
The see-through nipple nasty one you said earlier,
no.
And then this washcloth ass flosser. That is two.
You know what you could do? You could have fake hard nipple pasties. So your nips aren't hard, but they are, but it's not real.
Why would you want fake hard nipples?
I don't know. People want weird fucking things. You know
I don't think pregnant women would appreciate that because they just be like juicing.
That shit is like
Right.
Juicing.
Yeah. You ever had breast milk before?
No, dude.
It's awesome.
I'm gonna have to add that to the thing that I need to try.
Drank milk before?
This, and then it starts again. All right, so it's almost like nothing happened. So we're back. Sorry. Sometimes there's a 30-minute limit on this camera for recording. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of overheating or something. But I mean, I want to upgrade to the Sony A6700.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
If you're
But
ever
that
thinking
sounds
about
awesome.
getting a camera, Sony A6700 is kind of expensive. Okay, the kit lens with the just the body of the camera is $1,400, but with the kit lens is $1,800. But hear me out. Great video. You can shoot 4K, 120 frames a second. I don't know if that means anything to you, but it's a lot. That's a lot. That's like 4K slow-mo, fantastic mode. And then you can take really good pictures. And the autofocus is fantastic because this isn't an ad or anything. And if it is, send me one so I can use it and do a review or something. But the autofocus is powered by an AI microchip.
Shit.
Yeah, so like it's really good. So basically what it means is it'll track your eye. It does eye tracking for humans. And then if it can't detect your eye, it'll move to your head. And then if you're moving around too much, it'll just track your body. So it always stays on you. No matter what it is, even if it loses track of the eye, it doesn't come out of focus. So it's actually amazing. It's fantastic.
So if you're really big, it would sense two people.
I mean, if you're really big, oh, it's eye tracking me right now. Look at that. Hold on. It's checking my eyes. If you're really big, it'll just sense one because you only have 2 eyes, unless you have 4 eyes.
Well, technically,
you could look like 2 people, but
when you have
like
glasses.
I mean, if you were a conjoined twin, maybe.
That'd be difficult.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, with conjoined twins, like
This is a chaotic lookout right now.
how much do they share? Do they share everything?
They share emotions and feelings. And
So, like, if one's getting fucked, are they both getting fucked?
I'm pretty sure. I remember I watched something about one of the conjoined twins, and one wanted to have a boyfriend, and the other one was like, I want to be asexual. And I'm like, dog, you're like conjoined twin. You might as well just have one boyfriend. Share them.
So if they like have one's pregnant,
That'd be
does the baby like
sick.
shift back and forth? Like I'm gonna go on this side, I'm gonna go on this side.
Like 2 vaginas?
Yeah.
2 uteruses.
Yeah. Would the sperm go into both of them? Because they're going into one body, right?
Dude, that's so confusing.
I would think they both get pregnant.
'Cause, I mean, a couple of sperms could slip through. And I mean, they both, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Bitch, your man got me pregnant.
That's
I was just
crazy.
laying here being asexual.
Well, you can't lay there and be asexual when someone's penetrating you. You're conjoined, you know what I mean? You gotta it's give and take. You gotta find somebody you both like,
They gotta be loud as hell. If you got one vagina and 2 women.
2 screamings? Whoa, dude. But one clap. Why you making the stink face? Don't do that.
Ugh.
It's fine.
You know what? You never know. I never been with a conjoined person, so
Yep.
it could be great, could be incredible, could have extra walls. You never know. But I'll never know.
Yep. I got a girlfriend. I can't do that.
I got a wife.
I'm
She
not.
would
I'm
allow
not
that.
doing that actually, and I don't think I would normally do that anyway. Maybe I would. I don't know. No, I don't.
You want to know something weird?
Thinking
or
about
not
it.
weird,
Weird.
something funny, right?
Yep.
I didn't know. I know it's Matt. Well, we talked about conjoined twins, so it kind of brought it up in my head. Like, I didn't know what a throat goat was until I was 15.
I understand how you would not know that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know for a minute, and then I was like, the greatest of all time. Oh, she was sucking that thing. I don't know why.
Right. I thought it was like a part-time position somewhere.
She's
And-
gulping.
Yeah. Not milk.
No.
What milk?
Kind of milk. Mm-hmm. Man milk. Yeah. I feel like I got the most unk laugh ever now. I don't know what happened. How I. Yeah, actually, I feel like I got the unk laugh. I got to chill, man. Yeah, I got called unk by a customer today.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh, you're almost unk.
No, I'm not. I'm not even 30.
You don't gotta be 30 to be unk.
I'm not. You know what's crazy is I'm gonna be an uncle. my cousin's having a baby, so I'm gonna be an uncle. What, is that an uncle?
No.
What is that?
That's like cousin.
No, that's not what my cousin is having a child.
Is your cousin?
I would be
your sister.
No.
Your brother.
No.
Then you're not.
It's my cousin.
Uncle.
What am I then?
The child will be your cousin.
What am I?
It'll be your little cousin.
That's not my little cousin. It's not my cousin.
It is your cousin.
If it's my cousin's child, it's not my cousin.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so if my cousin has like 4 children, I have my cousin and then my cousin's children, my 4 other cousins.
Your cousin.
Would it be like a second cousin?
Your cousin.
I don't know how this works.
So, if it's not your sister, if y'all do not share blood, and it's not your brother, then it is not your niece or nephew.
Whatever.
And if it's your cousin, then your cousin just birthed another cousin.
Whatever. I don't know if that's
So
how
you
that
can
works.
have a cousin.
Cousin meiosis,
call you
mitosis.
unc if you want.
I'm gonna have
Uncle cousin.
uncle cousin. Uncousin.
Yeah, uncle cousin, like Uncle Grandpa.
Yep. I'm a grandpa, but I'm not a grandpa. I would love to be a grandpa one day. That's gonna be nice, actually.
Yeah, you're gonna be gray as fuck.
I'm like, dang, dude. Like, when should I start having kids? But I'm also like, dang, dude. If I have kids, I'm gonna be restricted.
Do not have children with anybody other than somebody that you can deal with.
Yep. I need to know if I need to be with my woman for like 1.5 years, 2 years for me to kind of understand if I can deal with.
Live
You know
with
what I mean?
them first.
Live with, yeah.
Yeah.
Live with beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But I also need to have my own money. It's not like, you know what I mean? I gotta
When a
get
girl
my
can
own
take
stuff.
a shit in the bathroom and you can go in there and smell the shit, she's comfortable with you. I look good.
So was I saying? What were we saying again?
I'm doing an interview right now.
What were we saying again? Oh yeah, pooping in front of your significant other. Jesus, what's going on over there?
All right.
Who was that?
Huh?
Who's that?
A partner of mine.
Oh. Okay. So we were talking about pooping in front of your significant others. So, my girlfriend actually, because she was like, "Would you poop in front of me?" I was like, "I don't know. I want to have mercy on you." And she's like, "Why you don't want to poop in front of me?"
You don't ask to poop at first. Like,
I
just take a
know,
shit.
right?
Like Sandra,
You
like
just
when we
walk
first
in,
started
you know?
dating, like the day after, she was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "You come up and talk to me if you want." Oh my God, okay, I want to tell you about my day. Oh my God, this thing. What's wrong with the door handle? It doesn't work. Oh yeah, you gotta turn it a certain way. Once I get done shitting, I'll show you how to open the door.
Yeah.
Embrace the essence.
Damn, girl, you want to wipe me?
Nerd.
Eventually, you know what I mean. Your wife might wipe you.
No, if I'm at that point, you just let me
No.
go.
That's what my dad says. He's like, if you gotta wipe my ass, wheel me off a cliff.
Right. Let me go.
Oh man,
If
it's
I-
like fucking brisk out here. My fingers is cold.
Yeah.
Your fingers get cold like that.
Yeah, that's why they're in my pocket.
I think
Except
it's
for
like
this one.
it's got to be a black person thing. I swear. Like my
No,
fingers get
white people get cold too. They
I know,
do.
no. I know, but like, it's different. You know what I mean?
I just realized white people get ashy.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I grew up with a lot. You also grew up with a lot of white people.
Yeah, and I looked at them every day, and I always thought I never knew they was ashy until one of them wiped their face, and it all came off their face, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Oh, I'm just ashy, you know. I
Skin
got-
mist.
I'm like, do you want to use lotion? Lotion for what? I'll just take a shower, bitch. That dries you out. Really? Is that why you always have cocoa butter? You know what? Fuck you. Use the cocoa butter and let's go. Because your mom made some motherfucking spaghetti, and I know that's all she knows how to fucking cook.
I used to bring cocoa butter around in school.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to have it in my backpack where the water bottle's supposed to go.
Mm.
Yeah, one of the girls used to see me outside of the lunchroom while we were waiting for the lunchroom to open up, and she'd be like, "Cocoa butter boy," and steal my cocoa butter. And then also, my best friend used to squirt my cocoa butter into my book bag. Bitch ass, that dude's a fuck. LIP Alex Burrow, you know what I mean? That's my boy, and rest in peace. But like,
Oh, he died?
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it wasn't a great death either. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to ask a question? If you feel free, it's fine.
How'd he die?
Execution.
Execution?
Yeah, dude.
Somebody killed
He
him?
got shot execution style. Yes, actually, yes, actually.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Whoa.
Him and my other friend, Bruce Kane. They were up to no good, though. I'll be honest. They were up to no good. They did some nefarious activities. They weren't good people in that moment. I think Bruce was probably innocent. I know Alex could have been up to some crazy stuff, but he got shot. Nobody deserves that, first of all.
Wow. Was it out here?
That was in. You remember the Hamlin car fire?
Yeah.
That was what that was. They got shot execution style and then burned alive.
Oh, so they burned all the elephant alive?
Yeah, they were still alive when they got lit on fire.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They found who did it?
Yeah, Mason. What's his name? I can't remember. I won't do all the details.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he's in jail for sure. I think he's doing 2 lifetimes.
How the fuck did you get caught? If you're supposed to do all that evidence?
He's right in front of the camera. It's right in front of SNS Fitness. You know where that is?
That's wild, yeah.
Yeah, that's right in front of SNS Fitness. And I know the people who own that fucking spot too, by the way.
That's crazy.
I did karate over there.
You know karate?
A little bit.
What?
Yeah. Not much, though. My brother taught me a couple jiu-jitsu moves and chokes. I know how to double leg real good. Yep. I can't kick for shit, though. My hips are real tight.
I can't move anything. I'm cold as fuck right now.
So, yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, if you just stretch, you're going to feel like 10 years younger. And that's like, oh. What the fuck was that?
I'm trying to stretch.
Excuse me. But like 10 years younger is great. You know what I mean? If I felt like I'm 17 again, which is crazy to think that 10 years ago I was 17. What the fuck? But if I felt 17 again, good Lord. I mean, honestly, my back hurt more when I was 17, though. This dude, Chris Adomo, hit me in football and made me slip a disc. So, like, I had a herniated disc at 16, which was great.
You would have had a herniated face.
Yeah. No, he's 6'6", 300 pounds. I wouldn't have had a herniated. I would have had a herniated body.
Kicked him in the nuts.
No, I could have kicked him in the nuts. He's not that fast, though. He was fast for his size, which is scary. You know what I mean? 6'6", 300 pounds moving at you, bro.
Ugly ass.
You're like 5'2", 5'3", 40. You know what I mean? That's kind of scary.
I know my kids go to Brockport. They about to fuck these schools up.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, they about to fuck it up.
What do you mean by that, though?
Because it's gonna be me.
Reincarnated.
Yeah. And it's gonna be some splashes of my wife.
Are they going to Rockport?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a great school. Get them in sports. We have really good coaches, and some of the coaches that I had are still coaching. So, like, I'm telling you right now, dude, track is a really good one. Rockport has a pretty good track team.
They have fencing?
Wrestling is really good. Wrestling has always been good since the fucking 70s.
They have fencing?
They don't have fencing. No. Swimming. I'm a swimmer. I'm a vouch for the swimmers.
Nice.
I think Hickey's still coaching. What a name that is, Hickey.
Hickey?
Coach Hickey.
Coach Hickey?
Yeah. Huge, dude. That dude's like, he's
born
6'7", man. He almost got he almost made it to the Olympics. He missed qualifying. He was at the Olympic trials. He couldn't miss qualifying, I think, by 1/100th of a second. He's either 1/10 or 100th of a second.
Impressive.
Gee, I mean, that's why we won so much and then went to states, and now I'm technically an All-American swimmer. You'd look at me and be like, that guy's not an All-American. You know what I mean? But
I look at him and I think he's all American.
No, you don't. Cap. You look at an afro, you're like, nah, this guy's
His hair is crunchy.
liar. He's a big liar. Yeah, this guy with his crunchy hair, just lying about what
That's
he
so
does.
disrespectful for somebody to say that.
That is disrespectful. I'm over here trying to help you.
You should have gave her one of those BlackBerry phones.
I could have given her like a I can't remember what it's called, dude. They're garbage. They're garbage in their flip phones. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. Something I can't stand is when old people come in with smartphones and like, I just want to go back to a flip phone. I'm like, okay, so remember how you used to text on a flip phone? And they're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, you gotta wait for every number.
Yes, Sometimes old people don't be thinking in the future because they're so old they think they're gonna die tomorrow. You know.
That's why most of them have Alexas now. Or that's what's called Alexa, right?
They be using that. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff about that, and they love to do voice to text. They love to say, "Text Amy, how is your day going, honey?" Exclamation point. And then they'd be like, pull their glasses down like this and be like, you know.
When I'm a grandpa, it's over.
Oh, they look like this underneath.
Because I know Alexa's going to be on some like surround sound everywhere type shit. I'll be like, Alexa, yes, my nigga. I need you to text or call Zeke. Zeke's phone is set for you only for text. Oh, word? Yes, word, nigga. Okay. I'm going to need you to text him. bring your black ass home with my car since I'm only on text. Matter of fact, stop by the store and give me some motherfucking blunts because your mom's getting on my goddamn nerves.
Have you played Halo before?
A long time ago.
You're gonna have Hood Cortana.
Who's that?
You know who Cortana is? The AI in Halo.
Shit, I don't remember all that.
That kind of naked lady.
Oh yeah,
I
I
had a
remember
crush
her.
on her. Yeah, there you go. All I had to say, that kind of naked
all you had
lady,
to
it all
say.
came back.
Yeah, that's why everybody likes One Piece because the titties just be jiggling up. And
That's
everything.
crazy. Yeah. I mean, yo, whoa, don't do that. They probably heard the sound effects.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. I used to watch, one of the ones that I watched when I was like 12 or 13 because I was 12 or 13 was Black Lagoon. You ever heard of Black Lagoon? Don't look it up at home. Look it up on your private time, okay? If you've seen Black Lagoon, if you look it up, you'll see. You know what I mean? I was watching them things. But like there's a lot of jiggling going on, but also I was emotionally involved in the plot. It's hilarious because there's like big boobies and I'm sitting over here shedding a single tear and they're just like jiggling, you know what I mean?
That's why you're a Mormon, because you're a freak.
That's not true. I'm not a freak.
Y'all all freaks with white shirts.
No. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they all have to be.
Yeah.
Well, this feels messed up because
I was just watching the
interview
Real
with
Lives of Mormon Wives shit yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was talking about, well, after I exposed that we all swung together as a group,
What?
everybody just lost their shit. And excuse me, I said lost my shit. They all lost it, and we became famous.
Let me translate that. After we had group sex
with the husbands and wives
that
they grew up with.
Yeah, that they grew up with. Everybody had a valid reaction to hearing that they had group sex. And then they got famous for their group sex.
And then they stopped chilling with each other for a couple months. Then one asked one to come to coffee. And then the other ones came. And then they all became friends again. And I'm
Pretty
decided
sure
to start it back up
Did
again.
Yep. And so they put it on OnlyFans now.
Mm-hmm.
Mormon OnlyFans. That's crazy.
Mormon.
But also, I do want to say that I've met some very nice Mormon people, okay? In my life. I want to like rag on Mormon people or have them be offended, you know what I mean? It's like
I'm not trying to offend any of you guys. I love what you guys do.
Yep, I love it too.
You know what I'm saying?
It takes a lot of guts to walk up to people and say, "You want to come to church with us?" Like, and that's not the first. I do sales. That's not what you want to lead with. What you want to lead with, even if you have the tag on you, just start a regular conversation and then be a cool person and then ask.
They be in the hood too.
Duh. They be in the hood too, but like they shouldn't be in the hood. I tell you what, those hood dudes probably love the Mormon girls. So they travel in twos, Mormon dudes and Mormon girls. The elders and the sisters, they always travel in twos. There's a pair of them everywhere you go.
Tight ass skirts probably.
They're not tight, no. No. You look like Mennonites a little bit.
Oh,
You know about the Mennonites?
nope.
No. You don't know about Mennonites? They're like what are they called? Why can I not think of this? The horse and buggy people. You should know.
Yeah, I know them.
Whatever. I can't remember what. I don't know why I can't remember right now what they're called. But anyway, Mennonites are the horse and buggy people that use
Amish people?
electricity. Amish, yes. They use electricity though.
Who the fuck calls them Mennonites?
No. It's Amish people. But Amish people don't use electricity. Mennonites
Bullshit.
use
I seen
electricity.
One of them motherfuckers on an electric bike the other day.
They're a Mennonite then. I'm just saying, dude.
So if they get off the bike, they're Amish. But if they get on the bike, they're
no. They own it, so they're Mennonite. They can have lights and stuff. They don't use candles.
That sounds like an extreme version of Minecraft.
It is a little bit. We use yeah, it is kind of actually.
I'm a Mennonite Minecrafter.
Yeah, but Mennonites could use redstone, and then Amish people can't use redstone.
What the fuck
basically.
is redstone?
You didn't play Minecraft.
No, I didn't.
I know
watched
you
it
didn't.
And drank.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I watched my brother-in-law
Oh,
build
okay.
shit. I got confused. He explained it to me while I was drinking some wine or maybe a beer. Not alcoholic.
Yep.
And then I watched my son get interested in it, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? They're like, we're building stuff. You want to try? No, I don't want to try. What the fuck is that? What's the other shit where they shoot and build stuff at the same time?
Fortnite.
That shit's fire.
Don't even know the name. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really like Fortnite. I was a Call of Duty kid. I was messing people up on COD. I'm not even gonna lie. I was messing people up on like Black Ops 2. Holy moly, going 48-0. How do you spawn into a game? You kill 48 people and then you don't die, and you go into another game and you kill like 12 people and then you die.
Because you went to people that had more experience.
No.
And the first one you went to was people that just started playing.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. No. I probably don't anymore. But I had really good reflexes, so I'd beat anybody in a gunfight as long as I had decent internet, which my mom's internet sucked. But when I was at my dad's house, I was just scraping people. And then also, it's all about the angles. If you have a good angle and it's hard for somebody to shoot you, but it's easy for you to shoot them, then you just could kill them, or you catch them by surprise if you flank people. So like,
I know about angles.
Yeah, you know about angles. You just gotta hit people when they're not. If they're not looking at you, you can kill them. Duh. So you do everything that you can to like be sneaky and like shoot them when they're not looking at you.
That's fucked up.
I mean, yeah, they definitely were like, he's cheating. Oh my god, is he cheating? You know. I miss these days. I miss those days, but I don't think I'd ever go back to Call. I might go back to Call of Duty if I can convince my girlfriend to buy it.
I might do Call of Duty one day
me.
if I still have my fingers, because I got frostbite right now.
Well, yeah, it's cold, man. I'm not gonna lie. My hands is like, yeah.
Your shits look
they
like
got the
fucking
things, man.
lobsters.
Yeah, I got thin fingers. You know what I mean? I don't got the thick fingers.
All you gotta say is that I have more coat of blackness on me. That's all you have to say.
Yep, you got the deeper blackness on you.
He tried to sugarcoat.
A thicker
you got
layer
more
of
melanin.
blackness. Like if you were a cake, you'd be like heavily frosted and chocolate frosting.
It's my super short show.
Is that good? Okay, this has been The Lookout with Scotty North. Hold on. No. Before we leave and everything, anything do you want to say to the people that is important? We kind of been just like shooting the shit, but like anything that's coming up or you want them to be aware of, or any people that you want to shout out?
Green Lounge, August 9th, all you can smoke event. It's not just about weed. It's not. That's honestly just the image of it. It's truly about free expression with artists, vendors, and people that interact with each other. It is a networking event for people while listening to not one, not two, not three, 4 or 5, but 6 of the greatest artists I am fans of. Okay? So that's what that is. August 9th, 6 to 11.
Okay.
But I want to shout out you, of course, because you're doing your fucking thing.
Technically,
Shout
King
out to
Will
King
on
Will.
the internet. Yep. King
Shout out
Will.
to King Will. Shout out to Crush. Shout out to my wife. Not my baby mama, my wife. Not just because she had 3 of them, but because she dealt with me all these times.
And because she's your wife.
Right. Out of all these females, I chose those titties right there. I mean, I chose that mind right there.
Personality.
Yeah, the personality. Yeah, you heard that one first. But yeah. So love all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Scotty North here, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm at the real one right now. We in the, see what I'm saying? We in the park. And he doing the squiggle.
Yep. And we're out. That was fantastic, actually. I think that was the most, like, or, like,